Alrighty. Welcome back to another episode of Ethereal Love. It's your host with the most, Shmamu on the mic.
Yeah, you got the pretty bitch Choi here.
And you got your boy LGZ in the building.
And your boy Jared.
With special guest.
Returning guest Kev Blade.
Returning.
round of applause.
Yes, round of applause. Snaps, little golf.
He's
whatever.
back. The king.
King. Yeah. Back in the building.
King Blade.
Yeah, King Blade. Original name
Introduce
King
the blade. So, just to kind of get us started for a little bit, normally on the podcasts, we'll kind of go in and do like a freestyle and no thoughts ahead of time or whatever. But we feel like the thoughts have kind of been running out and things might have been a little bit dry. Maybe, I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. But we're going to walk into some pre-discussed topics this time around, focusing on relationships and for today. So, yeah. Before I get into like the actual topics, do you guys have any like general overview to say about that? Just like, I don't know, relationships, like how stuff has been for you guys. I know I was kind of on the streets last year, so was my boy Aljo, but now he's like chilling, and then I actually, got booed up, so it's like,
damn, weird flex. Okay.
I know.
All I know is
the viewers, bro. Like,
all I know is the streets ain't for me, man.
Yeah.
Not for me.
okay, and why not?
Just because, I honestly didn't feel like myself when I was like all into it, I was like, dang.
You don't got to be 100% on the streets, You
Yeah,
gotta go on
but
the streets to drive a little bit, visit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like visiting, and then I was like, stay, like kind of overstaying. And then I was like, all right, I think I'm good.
There was a lack of self-control.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The lack
I
of
think
self-
so.
Do you want to go more into detail about that?
Sure. I mean, because the streets, you're on the apps and stuff, but then you feel like that's all you're doing, and then it's like I should be doing other things. Like there's like better stuff out there. Because when you're on the streets, you're not really, most of the time, unless it like just happens, you're not looking for a relationship. You're just there. And you're just saying like
just kind of doing your thing, messing around.
Yeah, doing your thing, messing around.
Respectfully.
So, yeah.
So do you think it's like it's a bad thing to be on the streets, or is it like, yeah?
Oh no. I don't think it's a bad thing to go on the streets. Like I feel like when people are in like their hoe phase, then it's like, all right. I feel like hoe phases kind of make you be better in a relationship, but I think it's better to not go through that. To be honest, from my perspective.
From your perspective,
yeah.
Okay. I feel like maybe for some people that are like, I guess I'm just gonna say just explicit. So like just like more sexual people, right? It's like, because ever since I was a kid, it's like I kind of always felt like I would go through like a whole phase. You know what I mean? Just because like, yeah, man, grow up and fucking have sex and shit, just smash them. I don't know, right? Right. But it's just like, because it's like, I never really was able to get that out of my system before. And it's like being able to go through that has kind of helped to morph me into like a better version of myself today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like the type of people who are like, like they fucking marry like the girl, like their high school sweetheart, or like,
deal, yeah.
and they've only had like one relationship their whole life. Like, I don't know. I feel like you have to be a certain kind of person for that. And I just don't think
that has to be like a Disney love story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I was like, I never really thought of myself as like a main character like that. So I was kind of just like, like, I think my idea of the streets is just like seeing what I do like and don't like type of thing, It's
finding out more about personal preferences, whatnot.
Yeah, at least for me, I thought I had, like you said, I thought I had my Disney story. I had the one true love. Yeah, but that didn't work out. So when I went through my whole phase, like Aldril, I felt kind of empty, hollow inside. So I never
feel empty.
Speaking for Aldo now.
Speaking for myself, because I feel like I went through like my sexual phase too early in my life. Now that I'm older, like I don't really crave it as much. It's like it's not that important in my life.
You feel like you grew out of it type of thing?
I felt like I never had like interest in it in the first place. Because when I went through it early on, it was like, oh, this is it. Because like you like hyped it up so much, but now it's like it's whatever, I guess.
And he said it's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, when like going through it, I think that certain people it like works out for them, like you said, Manny. But for me for me, it just didn't. Just also because I am a
good Christian boy.
okay. Not really. Like,
I am a good brother in Christ.
not really good Christian boy, but no, like it's weird. It's weird when you're going through it and you're saved, just because you're just like like.
Did the Lord come and save you? Who saved you? Or
Jesus
like,
saved me, bro. But no, but like it's like when it comes to like your relationship with Christ, and then like being saved and like going through that, it's just like like
yeah.
I shouldn't be,
Shouldn't
it's
be
just
out here
stuff like
just
that.
slanging my dick around and shit. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
at the end of the day, he still loves me. He still loves you guys. So
I don't know. I used to be like really religious about that stuff too, because like my whole family is, and it's like, I don't know. I always thought about that, and then I just felt like if I stuck with that idea that like, you don't have sex till marriage and like all that stuff, and like having like these like good morals and ideas, then it's like, I felt like I wasn't being honest with myself to the point where I was just like always just trying to do what was good. Not because I felt like it was good, but because I thought it was like
The right thing to do.
the right thing to do. And it's like I would never really
So it
truly
wasn't really
understand
you,
it.
right?
Yeah. Like I wasn't sure like if I was just like if I like understood the idea just because someone told me it, or it's like because I was actually feeling like I understand it, And I feel like that's the point of a hoe phase in my like perspective, to like, experiment and like just see what you do and don't like. And then you kind of like, I don't know, in my perspective is like, by doing so, it all comes full circle back to the point where it's like, okay, I really understand it. Like not just like with the sayings and stuff that you're told, but more like I actually like feel it and understand it now, But yeah, that's my story.
I feel like there's always a bunch of ways you can look at the same issue, right? Because it's like you have Aldo's perspective, Jared's perspective, but it's like for me, I just wanted to like just fuck, you know what I mean? Just like I just wanted to like see around, like no cap, bro, just keeping it real. And like I said, I felt like I'd always been that way since I was young, you know what I mean? Just motherfuckers just be horny, you know what I mean? But like I don't know,
Yeah.
just
Scratch his head.
yeah, that's me. I don't know, but yeah. And it's like I've talked with Daphne about that, and like she like totally agrees, and it's like kind of the same like for both of us, you know what I mean? So we have those
Good
same
communication.
values like in that prospect. Yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just want to get pussy because I thought it was cool,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's literally it though. Like in high school, I like
Just like a guy thing, you know?
yeah,
yeah,
and that's really is like a toxic masculinity type of ideal, but at the same time, I do a lot of things because I think it's cool too. Like yeah, like a lot of stupid shit. Like that time I got the scar on my head, I thought that shit was cool.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean at least it has a story to tell. I don't know.
he wants the story.
Yeah, that's really, I don't know. I think stories are cool, so I always want a story. But yeah.
Yeah.
Respect it.
Yeah. All right. And I guess just kind of hopping into the next topic, like in relationships, what do you guys consider cheating, and like when is something taken too far, Because everyone, has different perspectives on things, and I feel like all perspectives are valid, but it's nice to shed light on them.
In a relationship, as in you're not dating your like boyfriend, girlfriend.
Like a committed, a committed
okay.
relationship.
Okay.
Like where's the line drawn?
Where's the line drawn? Yeah, because some people are like,
you're talking to another dude,
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like-
So there's like that. There's like, like flirting is cheating, or it's
Yeah.
like actually sleeping with them is cheating. That's pretty obvious. That's like
Yeah.
But-
yeah. I don't know. I know some people that like that happen and they're just like, nah, he didn't cheat. And I'm like,
kind of just in denial about it.
yeah. And I was like, I mean, I'm no like psychology major, but it just seemed like she was in all the stages of like denial.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
So what happened with that?
Yeah, you go first.
No, it's
know-
not. It's not my story.
Oh.
So,
But
it
no
didn't
names,
happen. Yeah. So, this is my homie, right? I had a homie. Known him since like middle school. We were really close. And there's like he had a high school sweetheart. They were together for like all of high school.
Oh.
And she felt like she didn't have like a hoe phase, or like she wanted to go out and like you know, just see like what else is there to
Just, like,
life
have
type of
that
thing.
experience,
Yeah,
right?
like have like her own freedom, I guess. But I respect, you know, I get that. But yeah, after we graduated, they broke up, and she went to some other school, like pretty far. And then he stayed here, and he was supposed to go to that school with her, but since they broke up, he didn't want to go anymore. So he stayed here. He didn't go to school because of that, because like he kind of felt like I think he also went into like a big depression after that too. So like after that, he was like really depressed, you know.
Understandable.
He didn't want to go to school. He just felt like, you know, he just didn't want to do anything. And then it's actually weird because I kind of unintentionally hooked them up with his next relationship. So
matchmaker. Okay.
Yeah. So in 2018, me and him got tickets to Rolling Loud with our with our other friend, and then or not Rolling Loud. Sorry. I think it was
some festival.
Dane
Some
Vegas?
festival.
I think it was Dane Vegas actually, maybe. But me and him got tickets. Turned out we couldn't go because I forgot why. I had something to do. He had something to do. So we tried to sell our tickets, and then so I posted saying, "Oh, I have 2 tickets, blah blah." And this one girl I follow on Instagram, like I've never like interacted with her in my life. She just followed me. She asked if she could buy the tickets. I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." So me and my homie go to Plaza Bonita Mall.
Squad up at Plaza.
Yeah.
Bro, Potato Corner is so far. I'm just gonna throw that out
it was
there right
by
now.
Potato Corner too. And then oh yeah, well let me try Potato Corner. And then we go there, and then it was the girl that follows me, and then her sister, which is about like only 1 year younger than her. And then they were like a grade below us. So they were, you know, about our age. And then after we exchange the tickets and the money and everything, you just go back home. And then she DMs me like, "Hey, my sister thinks your homie's cute." Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, "Fuck, what about me?" You know, like, like, really, this guy? You know, like, no, but I'm just like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'll hook you guys up," you know. And then they started dating, and this whole time, you know, he's still kind of depressed. Like the depression kind of never went away. It's always just been like more embedded into him, I guess. So this was probably like 3 years after we graduated, and it's kind of like he's been in the same state, you know. And then they end up dating actually, and then I see him become like a little better, you know. He's becomes less depressed, and she's actually like very what do you call it, generous. Like she's very helpful and everything with like, and like considerate with him and everything, because knowing him, he does some stupid shit, and yeah, he could be kind of an asshole just and like, yeah, but she's actually really nice too. And I was like, oh, you know, like if anyone were to like date him, or if they were to ever be married, I wouldn't be surprised, you know. And so that was like back in 2019 or something, and 2 years later, like recently, literally like last year I think, she catches him talking to someone, like another girl that he met on Valorant, bro.
No.
Like
FaceTime, texting,
The
like in person.
E-daters.
like they were FaceTiming, like they would FaceTime, watch movies together, and she lived far. Like she lived in the Bay, dude.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and I'm like, bro, like I don't know, like at that point too, me and his friendship were like kind of iffy. We weren't like as close as we used to be.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm just like, dude, like I'm disappointed, but like I'm not like, who am I to, you know, like I'm not gonna say anything because it's not my business really.
Right.
And I mean, in hindsight, probably should have said something, you know. But only reason I found out was because his cousin told me. Because his cousin I'm pretty close with too. Like I played video games with the cousin more than him at that point. So the cousin told me, and I'm like, no fucking way, dude. He's like, yeah, bro, he ended up cheating on her, blah blah blah.
Oh, with the Valorant girl.
Like they met up?
No, so I mean, well, that's the thing too. Also, like, where do you draw the line? But they weren't really cheating, you know, in a sense. They were literally just like talking, and like, but then you could see his messages too. Like my homie hopped onto his Valorant account and looked at his messages, and it was like, oh yeah, he said like, oh yeah, I love you, blah blah blah, you know, like.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crossing the line.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just like really disappointed. I'm just like, damn, dude, like my homie like I never really thought he would go that far. Like I always thought he was stupid and he does a lot of stupid shit, but I never thought he would go that far to cheat on like a girl who basically took care of him and was there at his lowest too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And then for him to do stupid shit like that for a girl that lives in the Bay, you know, like what do you
That
you
he's
know?
never even met in real life.
And he didn't have a job this time, so like, bro, how are you even gonna fly out there? You know, like you can't.
got no money.
Yeah, you broke. You know, like you can't.
Did the girl know?
Did the
Val
mistress?
girl? Yeah, the mistress.
Yeah. Dude. So it's even crazier. She actually ended up having a boyfriend too.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they were both.
Shoot.
You were telling me about this
Dang, that's-
online one
that's-
time.
That's
Yeah.
probably how they were like, yeah, like that. That's how they matched up. You know, they were
They
like,
just connected. They
yeah, they're like, oh my god, my boyfriend's like, oh my god, my girlfriend.
Yeah. So, and then I find out. So we were 21 at the time. She was only 19, which is I don't know, not that big of a. I think it's reasonable, you know. But I mean, like, bro, like she has a boyfriend, and I think his cousin told me that the boyfriend is 18, and like, dude, imagine like your girl leaving you for someone that's like 3 years older than you. You know, like I feel bad
That's
for the
just
dude.
pain, hurt feelings, you know.
And it's like, I don't know. And then so I there was one time where like I think I just kind of got fed up with him. I was kind of just like, bro, I need to talk to you. And then so he didn't reply. So I was like, okay, I'll just fucking write a whole last paragraph. I read a paragraph saying like, you know, hey man, I know our friendship right now isn't that great. You know, it's not as close as we used to be, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like what you did is kind of fucked up. You know, it's like, especially when she was there for you after all this time. It's like, I know I've always been on your side like for this long, but for you to do something like this, you know, it's like, come on, you know?
Like, you're stupid. You fucked up,
Yeah.
you know?
And this dude just fucking replies, suck me.
Oh my god.
That's a new level
That's a Val
of
player
immaturity
right
right
That's
there.
Is that
just
where
like-
that was born for you?
Yeah. That's just like, it's just hella immature, dude. Like this dude has not matured.
So
since
y'all
high
ain't
school.
friends anymore, right?
No. He did some other shit. I'm not really gonna talk about, but that was kind of like the second to last straw for me.
Second to last.
Yeah. The last straw was I don't want to say it, but it got worse.
How does it get worse?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Didn't
saying.
always get worse.
And then yeah,
It sucked me and then taught me.
yeah. So I haven't talked to him since, because I was just like, dude, like, if I want to have people in my life, like friends that are like that close to me, like, and you're gonna be acting like that, like, you have no use for me. Like, as like as cruel as it sounds, you know, like, I want to have people that can actually benefit me, or like vice versa, you know. But like for me, I just felt like I was just trying to carry him up with me, you know.
You're trying to have an adult conversation,
Yeah.
and that's how he responded, you
Yeah.
know?
And dude, it's crazy because I actually hooked him up with 2 jobs too. He got fired from both. And it's like, this was me, like, when during like his prime depression phase, I was always trying to help him out with everything, you know.
Yeah.
I would like I would go to school with him at Mesa just to help him register for classes, and like, because he didn't know how. So I would go to school with him, help him register for classes. I got him a job at when I worked there, and then he quit after only working there for like 2 months because he showed up like 2 hours late because he slept in. And then I also got I also got another job after I quit that. When I started working for Valet, I hooked him up with it. He didn't show up to the first day. Yeah.
Bruh. Scrub.
Wait, this is all the same homie? Because I remember
Yeah.
you telling me that first story about him getting with the Val girl, and then you telling me about how your Valet homie didn't show up on his first day. So this is the same guy.
Same dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's crazy.
I thought it was
huh?
like 2 different people, but no.
And it's like, I don't know.
He's just a menace.
There's
Yeah.
not many red flags. It's like 2 people.
I don't know. But then, yeah, I kind of, I don't know. Because knowing his like depression and everything, I always like gave him a lot of passes for a lot of shit. Because he's done a lot of stupid shit to me too. But I always felt like, you know, he'll grow from it. But after like being friends with him after high school for like 3 or 4 more years, I was just done with him. I was like, dude, like you're not going anywhere in life. And it's like, I mean, okay, I don't mean it like that, but I mean like you're not you're not like maturing, and it's like I feel like you're staying stagnant and you're fine with it too. And it's like I feel like if that's like the way you want to live, then it's like I don't think we should be friends, because I have like my own standard for like friends, you know. It's like it's the bare minimum too. And if you can't even meet that, then like, you know, you out, you know.
Alicia.
But yeah, cheating bad. Cheating is bad.
What do you think, Kevin? What's the
I have a question. So did that like seeing that relationship, did that change like how you saw cheating? Like did you like lower the bar for cheating for them? That
I mean, my standard for cheating was like, if you're trying to pursue someone else when you're in a relationship, then that's cheating. Because it's like, I mean, I guess there's like that gray line where it's like, if some dude tries to flirt with your girl and like she entertains it, but I feel like from in that gray line, it kind of just comes down to preference. You know, like, do you like that? Probably not. You know, like, or maybe you don't care. You know, maybe you're just like not insecure. You know,
but it's like also a gray area for a reason. You know what I mean? Because like I wouldn't care if people were to flirt with my girl as long as like she doesn't like entertain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because that's where I think.
Yeah, and I mean, like some dudes, they just don't care either about that. Like some dudes are just like, you know, like they like, oh yeah, like she's just texting a dude, you know.
Yeah.
And I get that, you know, like maybe you're just really secure with yourself, but I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't like that either, because I mean, I know like it's kind of like unattractive to like have insecurities, but like being honest, I'm like still insecure, you know. Like I don't think I'm ever going to have zero insecurities, you know. That's just me being human, you know. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm the exact same way. It's like I'm pretty insecure. I think I'm a pretty jealous person. So like I think that when like if they just like entertain someone that like has some kind of interest in them, I get pretty jealous, okay? So I feel like my bar for cheating is pretty low.
Yeah, it's a I don't know. And also in my like what?
nothing?
You put the clip on me?
No,
I don't have a clip, bro. I was trying to tell Kevin to get closer to the mic. It's the clip. I was trying to tell Kevin to get closer.
Oh my god.
What was like? Oh yeah, but in like my ideal relationship, I don't think like when I was in a relationship, I never even thought of like trying to. I mean, like of course, like I'm being honest, like the idea of like talking to another girl, like it comes to my head, but it's like it's just one of those intrusive thoughts that you don't give into, you know. But it's also like I wouldn't even dare come close to like even pushing that gray line either, you know, because it's like why give that up for something, you know,
for something good. Yeah.
And that old homie, he really pushed it and he went too far, you know.
In the story with the old homie that you were just talking about, you were saying how they would like watch movies on FaceTime together, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like they're going on like FaceTime dates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would say like for me too, I would also consider that like cheating as well. But it's like you can have relations like that are completely platonic with like, you know, like girls if you're a guy, whatever. Because like I'll like, you know, my homegirls will like FaceTime me sometimes. I'll FaceTime them for whatever. But like there's clearly nothing going on and it's just like friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what makes, I feel like it makes it a gray area too, is because it's like you, like I do have girl friends, you know, and I don't like, I expect like my, you know, my significant other to have like guy friends too, you know. It's like, that's normal, you know, but obviously it's really easy to cross that line when like you try to pursue the other, you know. And it's like that's the line where it like that's where I draw the line, you know, because it's like it's such a fine line too, and it's like so easy to cross, you know. But that right there in between, that's the line right there.
For me, it's all about like the intention, like you guys are saying, like if they pursue, then that's when it's cheating for me. Like, you know, you can like have, like you're saying, you can have like guy friends, you can have girlfriends, but you know, when it comes to like the intention of that relationship, like, oh, like you know, I wouldn't ask like, oh, why are you guys hanging out? But like, you know, if it's like, why are they hanging out? And it's like, oh, they're hanging out to like, you know, just talk, like have some fun. Like it's just them two. I feel like that's a little weird, unless the only time like it's not weird is if like they've known them longer than I've known them. If it's like, you know, childhood friend type thing, then it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. To me.
I mean, yeah. Like, and if that were like, if I were in your shoes and that was like the situation going on, I feel like I would have to like kind of know the guy first. I mean, not necessarily like, I'm not saying that like I have
just like get to meet him. You
yeah,
know?
get to-
I'm not
yeah,
saying
like,
like,
meet him.
oh, I have
Familiar.
to approve, you know, like
Right.
it's, but like, you know, just to like ease my mind, because I overthink a lot too. So it's like, you know, just for peace of mind, I would want to meet that person first, just to like see if he's cool or not. And like low-key, at the end of the day, if you cheat on me, then it's like, I don't know, not to be cocky, but it's like, it's your loss type of thing, you know, like I
No,
feel like
yeah, definitely.
it's like,
Like
'Cause
that's
they're
on
the
their
ones that fucked
conscience.
up, you
Like
know?
even
Yeah.
if you don't know, like they know what they're doing.
yeah, like that was like meticulously planned, you know. You don't just accidentally cheat on someone, you know. That's like
Mhm.
it's in your mind and you went for it, you know.
You got to make a conscious effort towards that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's the type of person you are, then I don't want you in my life like that, you know. Because then
Especially as a significant other.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, if you're gonna cheat on me, like at least do it early on to like get it over with, you know. Like don't fucking waste my time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you think, Choi? Where do you draw the line?
I don't know. I feel like you guys have so much input with like relationships, but I've never been in a relationship like ever.
Everyone can still have their own input on
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
how much.
but I feel like you guys know. Like I've been through some situations where like I don't even know how to get into it, but like you guys know how I am. Like
Yeah.
you know, I'm a very I don't know flirty person sometimes when there's alcohol, but I just like to kick it with my girlies. You know, we have fun, but sometimes these straight men want to come for me when I'm just like, dude, I'm just having fun with your girlfriend. Like, there's no beef. Like, there's
And
no,
it's like, you know, clearly you're.
there's no nothing.
You know,
if
it's
you
like,
you want me to prove it to you, I can.
I don't
But-
know. I don't know. With the new haircut, man, it's
yeah.
you know,
like, you know, you got to tell these straight men, like, oh, boo, it's not your girlfriend
I
that
know.
you should be
You know,
worried about. You
don't-
should be
don't
worried
you be
about yourself.
Like, oh, you want some too? Is that what you say?
I mean, I
If-
try to tell them that, and they're just like, I'm just like,
Wow.
Yeah.
but where do you yourself draw the line?
for like cheating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, would it be, okay, because like the line is definitely drawn at like, you know, like trying to pursue them, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, because like some people kind of are a little bit more insecure about things, others are more secure, but it's like some people might say that like, I don't know, even just like just okay, you know, I'm gonna just let you go on.
I don't know. I feel like for me, like, I don't really feel insecure that much. And I feel like that's kind of obvious. But obviously, I do have insecurities, which I tell you guys every day. But that's why I say, like, I feel like I'm my own biggest critic with shit. That's why I always say so much negative shit about myself. So, like, if I had an SO, like, I would trust them. Like, even if they're hanging with someone I didn't know, I'm just like, well, I trust you. And if you want to cheat, then that's on you. And if I find out, you know, hell's
Yeah.
gonna be right, like, you know. But if you want to keep it a secret, then that's just gonna tear you up. Like, I'm sure it'll do some damage to me, but like, you did that, not me. You know?
are you the type to like when you said hell will be raised? What do you mean by that? Like,
He said you don't want to know.
yeah, like
Well, I definitely would have a lot to say, but like, I feel like
He's
at the
gonna have
same
a
time,
BF.
that would make me feel insecure. But I haven't been in that situation to like experience that, like someone cheating on me. I feel like that's a big like blow to your ego, low key. Like, that's your person, and they were like, I'm gonna go play around. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck is that? But I haven't been there yet, so I can't really speak on that with like actual, what's the word, like experienced and I don't know, something like that.
if
I
your
get you.
partner cheats though, then it definitely says more about them, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like, I will say, maybe out of all you guys, I'm a little more open to like, I guess if they had a gay best friend and they were kissing, then that's fine. You know, I feel like if I can, or
that's a good like what do you call it, scenario? Like
That is a very good
imagine
scenario.
if your girl made out with her gay best friend. Like, how would you feel?
okay, let me ask you guys that. Yeah, like if you guys had a girlfriend and she kissed me, would you be upset?
I'll be honest.
If it was
I'll be
you,
honest. I'll be honest. I'll be hella upset.
Really?
I'll be really upset.
Because I mean, I've been in these situations before. That's why I try to be very conscious about not doing that. Besides with, you know, who I know I can.
like
I feel like in that scenario, kissing is also where I would draw the line. But like, because my girl, right, it's like she has like gay homies, whatever, and they be like twerking on her. I'm like, oh, like I don't care. Like, that's cool. Go do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's why I learned so much from those experiences. Because like I know kissing is like, you know, a sacred thing for people in a relationship. So I always try to ask if I know that could potentially happen. I go up to the boyfriend. I'm like, hey,
I'm gay as fuck. Is it cool? Right.
But like low key, like I'm just trying not to do that anymore because it's been me in the ass more than like the fun it's worth. Like it's not worth it.
I don't know, man. When we went to Rich's, that one girl with her boyfriend, you know, she was
literally right in front of him. I was like,
Choi was swinging with some girl. Meanwhile, and then after she stops, she goes to her boyfriend right next to Choi, and he puts her arm around her waist. I'm like,
bro, she grabbed me.
Yeah,
like I was
like,
just
hey,
like,
Choi,
If she grabbed you though, then she definitely
no, yeah,
initiated,
like I
and
was
that's
just
a conversation
there
that they
with
had.
you guys, and then all of a sudden I was swinging on her. So I was just like, but like I think it's obvious. I'm just like, dude, I could give you head right fucking now. Like
Maybe the boyfriend was just like enjoying watching that. Maybe
I
that's
mean,
his
like
thing.
if he really wanted me to stop, he could have been like, hey, like back the fuck up. Like but he didn't. So I'm just like,
he said,
but like it was all just for fun. Like after the fact, I laughed, I hugged her, and that was it. Like that's how I go through life.
Even
like,
if that guy was about it were to do shit, you know, like
I mean, if he ran up on me, like
I don't think he didn't look like he could do shit. Yeah,
I mean,
like,
y'all got me if he ran up, but
that dude did not like he could do shit even if he wanted to, man.
dang.
I don't know. I don't even remember what he looked like. Like, did he have like a hat on or something? I don't know. But like literally that night, like I threw ass on a girl, I swanged on a girl. Like it's just fun, you know. I feel like I enjoy these experiences with women, but it's on a like girly platonic level,
like a friendship level.
Like you're one of them.
Yeah, like I don't know. And I feel like there's a sense of trust with them doing that with me. But at the same time, I feel like people can use that against me because they're like, oh, he's just doing that because he's gay. Because like in high school, I'm pretty sure I told you guys, but...
Wait, doesn't that like... Can't... Like, I don't get it. What...
He said, "Fem this."
Yeah, like, he's just doing that because he's gay, but like, he's gay. So it's like...
Exactly. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like,
I don't know. They think I'm like pretending to be gay. So basically in high school... You know, I hung out with all girls. I wasn't even out yet. And these boys were like, I think he's like pretending to be gay just to like get out the girls. And I'm like, dude.
Like,
I don't know, man. I don't think they talk to you.
But like, they're just mad because I took 3 girls to prom and they didn't want to go with them. They're like, we're just going to go with you, Andrew. I'm like, period. Fuck these short kings.
Like those
Right now, you
TikToks.
guys-
hey. Just because we're all short.
Like
hey,
those,
but they weren't kings though.
Yeah, short.
They were just
jesters
shorts.
or
They were just
something
short. They were just,
They got that Napoleon complex.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure one day maybe I'll get in a relationship. Who knows? But like, I feel like I've learned so much from you guys and other like friends with like crazy shit in relationships. So I feel like I've absorbed a little bit, you know, obviously it's not, you know, fully because it's not my experiences, but I think I know how to like look out for bullshit and like what to be careful with.
So let me ask you this. I think I kind of already know what the answer would be. So like, you know, say in the future, your boyfriend, whatever, would you be okay with your boyfriend like kissing one of his homegirls?
Oh yeah.
Because like you would do the same, right?
Yeah. Like I wouldn't care. And like, I guess at the end of the day, it comes down to trust and context. Like if I just saw him kissing a girl and it was a random girl, then I'd be like, maybe like, but if it's a girl at the end of the day, if he's gay, I'm just like, what, you're going to eat her out? No, you ain't.
You scared.
But like if it was a girl that, you know, found him attractive or like, you know, I don't know. It's all about context for me.
Yeah,
And that's why I feel like when I
matters
get
a
into
lot.
these situations, like it's just context. Like I'm not trying to get at your girl. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I didn't ask. That's my, you know, detriment or like something I do, I guess that's kind of whatever, but I'm working on it. Like I don't really be kissing girls like that anymore.
How do you feel about the whole question, Kevin? Where do you draw the line?
Well, I said it earlier. Like I draw the line at when you're pursuing someone. Like Manny said, like pretending, going on these dates without your partner knowing. I think that's cheating. But I think like my line's a lot lower than other people. But the most important thing is communication with your partner. But actually, not just communicating, but actually understanding them. So like,
Preach.
so at least for like my line, for if my girlfriend would kiss like Choi or like another of their like her girlfriends, I'll be really mad. Like even if I knew it was like,
Even if
There's,
your
like, nothing
girl was to
listening
kiss
up.
one of her homegirls.
yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that. But like I know for you, some like I think Manny, I think like you'll be totally okay with that, right?
Well, yeah, because in the past, like in my previous relationship, right, we would go to like raves, whatever, and then like my, you know, ex would like kiss like her homegirls, and I was just like this is like totally fine, you know, because I know there's like nothing going on, and it's like, yeah, it's whatever. But also like everyone's different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel like it's not like nothing's ever really just black and white. You know, there's always there's always like
It's gray.
Yeah, it's mostly just all gray, and like context matters a lot. You know, but yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things that you can't really like take it as at face value. You always have to know like the whole story first, you know. But yeah, would you guys ever sorry, big jump, but would you guys ever do long distance?
Like, would you or have we?
Would you, and have you?
Like how long are we talking? Because like,
Yeah.
Like,
the drive from here to LA is
like-
long distance still, but it's like not too long of a distance.
Yeah,
that's
true,
like
I guess
doable long distance.
Yeah, I guess long distance also depends on how much you like driving, but
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
you know, like what's the
Okay, immediately no.
I have a question for if you wouldn't. If you wouldn't, like, what if you were together for a while before?
and then
And-
and you
and
guys
that's-
moved apart.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that a relationship shouldn't start long distance. Like that just doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
me. It might be okay for other people, but I don't really see that flying. But if you're together for a while and things are already pretty established, and you know someone would have to move like further away, I think that would be doable and something that I could possibly accomplish. You know,
I think as long as you establish a plan like ahead of time about what's gonna
Yeah.
happen in the future, I think it'd be okay. But at least for long distance, I think now with like all these e-daters and like
oh, I thought you were gonna say now with these gas prices. Holy.
But speaking of gas,
And with these Valorant players,
yeah, with all these Valorant players out
Valorant's
there,
dating
Hey,
up, bro.
didn't see you there. Inside reference.
Bruh.
Sorry.
I think it's becoming more like, was it normal to like do long distance? But I think for me, I think so. Like I said earlier, the trip from here to LA isn't too bad, but like here to like the East Coast, I wouldn't be able to do. That's just way too
yeah.
much.
what about like the Bay?
the Bay?
Because that's like a 6-8 hour drive, you know.
Yeah. I mean, first
It's
of
also
all, I
like
wouldn't-
$100 flight
Yeah. First of all,
round trip.
I wouldn't talk to people in the Bay.
Yeah.
But what if your partner were to move to the Bay and you guys had already been together for a while?
He's like, we're done then.
Yeah. So it just like I said earlier, just plans. If I depends on if I have a plan with them or not. If I can make it like work, but most likely probably not. I can't like I need to kind of see them like
Yeah.
on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't think I would do long distance just because I like actually physically being there, and it's like I don't know, I just don't feel a connection if it's like through FaceTime and shit. It's like what more can you do besides just talk, you know? And I guess like talking's cool, but it's like, I want to actually go and like do activities and shit, you know? But you can't do that.
Have
long
you guys
distance.
ever taken like the love language test?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Does because for me personally, physical touch is like number one, right?
Mhm, me too.
Is that the same? Oh, same for you guys?
Yeah.
It's the
Wait,
same
wait,
for
wait.
me
What is
as
this
well.
love
And
language
gift
test?
giving.
You don't know love
So
language test?
essentially,
You should
there
take
is a
it.
love language test that
It's 5 love
will
languages.
rank your 5 love languages from highest to lowest, and the 5 are physical touch, words of affirmation,
Gift giving.
gift giving, acts of service, and then
Quality
quality time. It all is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so out of those things, physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, like, being verbal about your love to them, gift giving, and then acts of service is like, just like doing little things like chores to help them out maybe. Like, what do you think would be your number one?
Probably for me, I think the acts of reaffirmation because I'm
That's not what? That's not what it was.
Okay, so I know it's
He just
either
spliced that
words
hole. What
of
the fuck?
affirmation.
You just made
or-
a sixth one.
Words of affirmation.
Words of
Okay.
affirmation. Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
So that because I think I overthink a lot, so I think I need that to like keep me grounded.
That verbal reassurance is
Yeah.
really nice for you.
And then what is it? The little things. What is that?
Like doing the little things for
Yeah.
each other, like the
Yeah,
acts of service.
Acts of service.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things because I don't expect much from people,
Mhm.
so that when they do those little things, I'm like, damn, you really think about me like that? I'm like,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
What do you think would be a third quality time?
Third quality, I think, like quality, like just spending time with them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that.
Whether
blends.
that's like going on dates or just chilling around the house,
Or just being in the
Their
presence?
presence.
yeah, just being in the present. I don't need to be like, like touching them, like, you know, like that.
That's physical touch.
Yeah, but like if they're just there, because I'm not a really talkative person, so like if they're just there, just look at them and it's like, damn, this is
This is great.
this is a nice time. Yeah, I think that's like probably my third one.
Okay.
Are you guys like the type to like, because like for me, when I was in a relationship, I was like totally fine just sitting in silence with like my significant other.
I think that's the best type of time.
And it's like I see a lot of people like or like even when I'm just like at like a restaurant or some shit and I see people eating, like I always feel like the dude looks nervous, like trying to come up with something. But I don't know, maybe that's like they're early on in the relationship, so they kind of like have to, you know? But like I don't know, I'm totally fine just
I feel like
sitting
you
in
become
silence.
comfortable with the silence with time. You know?
Yeah. But I feel like I don't know, do you guys feel like there's people who don't feel comfortable at all with the silence? Like they're just like,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
they constantly have to keep talking, like they constantly feel like they have to have a conversation going. Because I don't know, I don't get that, to be honest. Because it's like sometimes I just don't like feel like talking, you know, or like I don't have anything.
And here we are.
Yeah. Or like sometimes I feel like I don't have anything what do you call it, like useful
New
to
or-
say. Yeah, or new. Because it's like, especially because when I was in a relationship too, I would see my significant other like every day, like literally every day. I would spend like 5 hours with her every day at her house, and it got to a point where we were just sitting there in silence. And I don't think she liked that. Like she didn't I don't think she was like, I don't think she liked the idea of us like having silence, because I think she felt like there was like the relationship wasn't progressing. But in my head, that's like we made it, you know, like
It's like you guys are comfortable as fuck.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
like, I'm comfortable, you know, but it's like I mean I get some people just don't like the silence, I guess, but
Maybe that is the thing for some people. I never
Yeah.
really thought about that, but
I don't mind the silence. We just smoke a joint, listen to some music, like
yeah.
we're good.
I mean, like, what if you're not smoking, or like, what if you're just sitting there, just doing nothing, and like, or like watching TV?
I mean, I feel like there wouldn't ever be a moment where you're literally sitting there and doing nothing. Like you guys
Unless
just
you go
like,
to bed.
just
sitting
like
at the table,
watching
just
TV,
like
yeah.
just in your own thoughts, just contemplating, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like, you know, if you guys are like on the couch watching TV, not talking, or like making dinner together, not talking, like I feel like that's cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had it where, you know, you're just like sitting on the couch and you both are doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, I think if it's early in the relationship and it's like that, then it's like, oh,
It's
like,
kinda
don't you want to
weird.
get to know
Yeah.
them type of thing. But if you've already been with them and you already know them, then, you know, then I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
Like that's, yeah, like you said, like, oh, we made it, you know?
Mhm.
Like sometimes, like back, like, you know, when you're with someone, like you could be like or they could be on the couch. You could be like, what, like playing video games.
Mhm.
And then I feel like if you guys are like able to be like independent by yourself while still being near them, I feel like that's like goals, you know?
Mhm.
I play Val while Daphne studies.
That's what's up.
That's
Happy
what's up.
for you, man.
Yeah, but then I get tilted.
Yeah. She's like, come lay down with me. Fuck no. You're all curled up in the ball.
games, bro.
He's gotta like sit there.
That was
comfort you.
actually us yesterday because she was doing her studying and I was playing comp. First game we got whooped. Second game we had someone disconnect on like the third round, so we couldn't do anything about that and we lost. And then she's all trying to make me feel better, and I'm like of course I'm like, you know, like accepting of it, but in the back of my head I was still just like, fuck, man, I'm pissed about this. You know what I mean? Like,
Fuck this shit. Fuck this game, but
nah,
you queue up
for
again.
real.
That
I
video
hate
games
Valorant,
be
but I still play it.
different, bro.
They do.
Yeah.
Like Val and League and like anything that you had that there's like a ranking system, like ranked, bro. Once you start playing it, and then once like you really get into it,
It's addicting.
it's
Especially when you make a bet.
When there's money on the line, you know.
Y'all made a
Yeah.
bet?
Yeah, so me, Aldro, and Kevin made a bet for league that whoever gets plat first, you know, like ranked plat, then get 100 from each person.
Oh.
Yeah, so we put there's $300 pool right now. We just put in, and whoever gets plat first gets the 300.
Takes all of it, yeah.
right
Mhm.
now, Jared's in the lead. He started in the lead. Just saying.
No, yeah, you guys recommended the
No,
bet.
I know,
knowing
we
was in the
did, but
lead.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he hasn't moved from the lead anywhere. So.
Meanwhile, me and you.
Hey, yeah, stay sober, Kev.
This dude
There
started
it is.
bronze.
This is what I was waiting for.
Wait, so is it the same? It's like, you know, bronze, silver, gold,
Yeah,
plat?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This
Bronze.
this dude started bronze. I started low silver.
I started bronze.
Okay, but now when
Yeah.
we started the thing,
Now when the bet
No,
started,
this
man.
season. This season,
Not when the bet started.
when the bet started.
When the bet started.
Well, that's your guys' fault for not playing ranked like that.
Okay.
Oh.
No, but I was just saying.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, man.
But yeah,
man.
we did bet into it knowing that. So
What I'm
can't knock
saying
him for
is, Kevin, you ain't making it past over 2.
Oh.
He said on his breath. Like, what'd you say?
I checked our MMRs earlier. Yours is lower than mine right now.
I'm gonna make a new account and
I checked your guys' MMRs earlier as well.
Okay, hey.
Whose was the highest?
Actually, yours is the highest.
One of your guys' was higher than his.
All right, Choi.
I'm just thinking of facts, okay? I'm not trying to.
Choi. Since you're the only other league player, who do you think is going to win this bet?
Who do you got your money on?
Well,
Because you played with all of us.
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I feel like Aljo will win because he's been playing longer. Or actually, I don't know how long you've been playing, Kevin, but you haven't been playing as long, right?
I've been playing since like 2015.
What season did you start?
I don't know what.
I started season 1 and 2.
Yeah, so I only
I haven't
started
been playing
season
since
4,
then.
and we're on season what, 12?
I think I started like season
But like,
7.
I know that doesn't matter. Sorry, this is a hella nerdy topic.
Hella.
But anyways,
Look at these dorks.
Hella drifted.
Well, no, I like it. I like hearing about it. It's
But,
just
like-
that it's different from.
I think out
I've
of my
never played League,
experience,
so-
like I've played with Aljo like a lot, and like I know how he plays. I feel like he knows how to operate the game and like what to do, but he's very aggressive and it gets him killed. But I feel like with you, Jared, I was telling someone earlier this because I think Andrew asked me like, "Oh, who do you think's like gonna win?" But I told him that I feel like Jared, you're good at the game, but it's only with who you're good with.
yeah. I literally only played 2 champs.
But like
That's
for
literally why.
example, like me and Aljo, I feel like we can, not to be like cocky like that, but I feel like for like in ARAM, like we can try something or like fill a role and still do okay. But I feel like for you, like you kind of
It's a big learning curve when I play a new champ for sure.
It's different. Like
That's why I'm I don't know. I also asked my homie, I was like, so should I even like try to like learn a different champ to like that'll actually carry me up to go to plat? He's like, honestly, if you're already like this good with Talon and Veigar, then like you might as well just keep fucking playing them and carry yourself, because it's like, I don't know. He was like, I mean, we don't know how long the time limit is on the bet, right? Like there's no time limit. It's just whoever gets it first. But also it's like, he was like, if you think they're gonna rank up kind of fast, or like like checking, like if you check their MMRs and it's like pretty high, you should probably just stick with who you are and try to like fine tune it, because he was like, you're already like a pretty like high level player with those 2 champs. You just have to fine tune the little stuff and then you'll get up there.
Nah, yeah. One tricks are like, that's how people rank up. Like same, it's with like literally any game. Once you like play a certain character, or play a certain like, or use a certain thing a lot, then it makes you learn the game that way. And then the more you're used to it, like you can be at that role or at that thing at like that position. Like you can be platinum as like ADC, or you can be like for example, like for Val, for those that play Val, like you can be playing Jet at like what, like Immortal. But then when you play another person like Sage, you'll be like, oh shoot.
Every single time I play with Jared and Cindy, they always fight for who gets Sage.
It's not even a fight, bro. I just pick it first. He's too slow.
But yeah, it's like, that's like a way to learn the game.
I feel like being a one-trick pony is a double-edged sword, though, because
It really is.
you need
someone
to
else takes
be
your
able
character.
to counterplay your opponent. And if, say, your shit gets banned or they pick something that totally counters you, you're still going to pick them. Like, your skill can only take you so far because the game's already against you at that point.
Yeah.
So I think being able to adapt a little bit will help your case.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
at
that's
the
why
end
I've
of
been
the
playing
day,
ARAM too. ARAM kind of helped me a lot. Like, I've started like I was playing Norms the other day and I was just trying out different champs, but I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's almost like if you play a different champ, it's almost like an entirely different game in a sense, because it's like different play style, different thinking, like it's like different abilities, a whole bunch of everything. It changes the whole composition of the game.
I think at least for me, when I've been watching your games, like just spectating them. I told this to Choi, but like ever since the bet started, I think you've been playing differently. I think like the bet's getting in the back of your head. It's like, oh, I gotta play like this to win the game.
I've been playing a lot since the bet, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I keep watching them. Like, this
Is it more of a cautious play style or aggressive?
I think he's just getting caught out more. I think he's just
I become more aggressive.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, watching you play Talon, you get very aggressive and you die a lot.
Yeah, you die. I think
It's like in my head, it's like talent is like
You're just gonna
literally-
die, one shot
You
someone and die.
literally dive in and just try to burst someone as fast
Said,
as possible.
Kill or be killed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's literally how I play, and it's like if I'm gonna do it, I might as well get more kills than deaths, even if it's like 18 deaths. You know, I might as well just get 20 kills.
It's okay. You're already M7, so you don't need an S.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
But yeah, I'm rooting for all of you guys. But like Kev, I don't have much to speak on your gameplay just because I haven't played with you in norms like ever.
Because you guys play the
Dude,
same
we play
roles.
the same roles.
Yeah,
I'm a support player.
like support is hard, but when I play today, like you can carry with support. I will say that, but
You think so?
yeah, you can because I have
It depends what support though.
like we're getting really deep in, but I played Renata. Like I'm gonna main her like for ranked. Like I could carry her, or I could carry like with her because she's an enchantress, but she counters tanky supports, and I hate tanky supports because they always jump on enchantresses. So she can just knock them off.
So you want in on this bet then?
Dang,
I don't
better make
know.
it 400.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't mind losing.
yeah, sure. Give me more money, man.
All right.
Hey, he said okay. He said okay.
You know, fine. I don't really care about the $100, so I don't care if I lose.
It's about the
I
confidence.
don't care about $100 either, bro. I just
What?
want to
It's-
fucking win over
It's
you
about
guys.
the ego, man. It's about the ego.
Really? I'm honestly doing it for the money. Bro. What the heck?
Yeah,
you guys
you
are
broke.
doing it for the money.
Bro, I'll just join just to prove you guys wrong. I'm like, you guys are fighting so bad, that I'll just win.
I'm just
just-
doing it for
No,
the
but
money, bro.
I don't think I'm that good, but
I'm doing it to
getting-
boost my ego, to be honest.
I think it'll be good in the long run as long as it's, for funsies, which I think it is. Like we have a little
Yeah.
banter here and there, mostly you two, but but it's all for fun.
Are any of you guys gold?
I am.
He is.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty
Yeah,
close. then.
But all of us, I think you two were previously gold before. We just don't really play ranked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, my highest ranked I've ever placed was gold 3, and I'm gold 4. So, because it goes opposite from Val, it goes 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like I'm at my peak, and then I just have to fucking go past my peak to win. So if I win this, it's a win. It's like it's two
A win-win.
crazy things, Like
Your ego's boosted.
yeah.
So even if you don't win and you get high, you'll still be happy.
not as much. No, I want to fucking win, man.
You want the money.
I was speaking
Bruh.
about the ceiling. So in League, once you hit gold, you get a skin reward,
Mhm.
and that's all I wanted. So once I reached that, I just stopped playing.
No, that's what I would
Same.
do too.
Yeah,
Even
same.
though the Victoria skins are fucking ugly.
So I don't know what my ceiling is. That's the thing. I just stopped.
Honestly,
would-
that's me too. So I've been told many times that I could get plat, so I'm gonna try.
I would
You hear that? You hear that?
I would stop playing because my internet sucked. But that was back then. Like I would have to play on like 100 ping on like a regular thing, and then everything would just be delayed, and I'd be like, I want to get at least so I would get at least gold, and then I would try to play, but then my ping would be too high, so I'd be like, all right, I'm out. I got the skin.
Yeah, on my when I placed gold 3, that
This wasn't
was
fun
on
anymore.
my shitty, like my old computer. So then now I don't really have an excuse. So like back then I would only get like fucking like 30 frames on League,
Dang.
and it's not even that taxing of a game. But then now I get like 200.
Oh yeah,
And,
Manny, you got a new PC too. How different does it feel like playing like Val or just playing
Astronomical, baby.
games in general compared to before?
Everything is just smoother. I don't have to wait like 10 minutes for my laptop to be like warm and actually start a game now because I can literally
I know
just
you
hop
couldn't
into
even
it.
Do
queue
you-
into the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
before
feel like you're playing better because everything's smoother?
I'm definitely playing better because I'm smoother. Yeah.
It's like a handicap, bro. It literally just
No, it literally is because if you're dropping frames and you're lagging, then it's like the enemy will see you before they even register on
Yeah.
your screen, and you're dead before you
like
even realize
no matter
it.
no matter how skilled you are, your PC will limit you.
Mhm.
And also, do you think since like you only started playing Val like last year or 2 years ago?
Last year, I
Since-
started. I don't know, maybe like in August.
Since
Yeah.
you've only been playing since last year, do you feel like having the new computer helps you like learn better? Like you feel like you're learning more? Or, like it's kind of the same?
I would say so, yeah, because I've been playing Val since August, but I only got my PC in like January, I want to say. So I've been playing for a good amount of time, but I've only been playing like decently for like like 2-3 months. But yeah, I don't know, just having everything run a lot smoother makes me feel like it goes smoother in my head too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you're
And
lagging, what the fuck, you're not gonna do well.
Exactly. And like I'm calculating what I'm gonna do, and it just seems easier for me. You know, I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of weird how we went from a talk about relationships to
I know, it's
nerdy game shit.
That's crazy.
Relations to our relationships with League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's draining, but we like it.
It's toxic relationship.
I hope that you guys listening at home were able to relate. Maybe you have some input. Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah.
But hope you enjoyed this episode. And this is Shmamu signing out. Someone.
And your boy Jared.
It's been fun.
Later.
It's Kev Blade.
Oh wait, I have a question for the viewers. Like, let us know your rank down there, and let us know like how far you've gone. But yeah, it's your boy LGZ signing
Choi.
out.
Choi is going to put all of our usernames in the description.
Oh, yeah.
So add us.
Like
and
our
play
gamer
with us.
tags?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
I'll put the best one in there. And it's a pretty bitch Choi, all right? Bye.
Yeah.